Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon's Dogma with me, Bring It On. Gonna loot this chamber. Restock on healing supplies. You can always save and exit, reload in, all this stuff will replenish itself. Do we really want to stock up on healing supplies? Honestly, after that fight, not a bad idea. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the power to knock these pillars down like Daimon could. A really cool boss arena. And we will be back here. So I think he dropped level 3 armor. So these Moonbeam gems also respawn. Or at least that one does.
I fancied myself a strong man. Strong enough to protect someone. Strong enough to love someone. I longed to prove it, to myself as much as any other. Longed to show that I could give aught back, and not simply take. And yet, in that moment, I chose to cast it all away. Though I cursed the world, what was writ true in my soul was an apology to you and our master who fostered a soul within you.
You have not left to prove, my sweet, for I have known your love, and know it still. I have e'er wished nothing more than to share in your world, be it within the endless chain or beyond. Let us find our place together.
The game is still not over. Let more credits play. I skip past those. Is that the last time we'll see him? That's right, I lost all my pawns. Let's go and bring... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to bring Megan back yet. So when you purify Cursed items, what you get is dependent on you and your pawn's vocations. And since my pawn can't be a Mystic Knight...
I feel as if freshly awakened from some long dream. Yet I heard clear each word exchanged between you and the one who possessed me. I remember them still. That woman. She too was named Aura. Perhaps it was that chance bond that led her spirit to me. And through me she called to you. To one whose strength of will outmatched the master of this place. Arisen or no, my own will seems a guttering candle to your sun. I shall remain here a while, I think, to contemplate the meaning of our meeting here.
Which I guess it doesn't really matter, since I only have first armor, and fighters, warriors, and Mystic Knights typically share the same armor.
Sent our host to his grave, have you? Remind me never to cross you. Still, seems these walls aren't about to come crumbling down for want of his presence. Mayhap they've taken root one material plane. 'Tis idle conjecture, and a precious little import either way. If you've the need and the call. If you've the need and the quality beaver. It no doubt.
I must believe my claiming this body, my calling you here, held some meaning. Pray permit me to help you now as before. I would dearly welcome.
Well, let's see what we get. And a lot of RC there. I got Ranger's Ring. I don't know that my pawn has that ability equipped. Sapphire daggers have been purified. They're fire daggers. Oh, they also lower victims' defenses. I'll probably give that to my pawn then. Dragon's Ire. Also fire enchanted. Pattern Gambeson. Second Pattern Gambeson. Crested Arm Guards. Seriously? Oh, come on now. Immortal's Bracers. They give you regeneration. Sovereign's Mantle. Okay, I've been looking forward to this one for a bit. Dragon Wing Boots. Apostate's Anklet. Hellfire Gauntlets. And Grave Claws. Restore stamina when you deliver the killing blow to an enemy. Okay, we'll have to go through this.
Pray permit me, pray. I must pray permit me to, if there is aught
Got a lot of goodies to go through. Oh, so Ranger can't use this. It's for assassins and striders only. I don't remember what she has equipped. And these are for... oh, man. Of course. Can't equip it. Because I'm a hybrid class, you can either get equipment for red or blue. And of course, we got something for blue exclusive classes and Magic Archer.
if there is aught pray.
is our straight upgrade. I mean, they are very much an upgrade. I don't really care for the Sabatons, so yeah, let's go and swap to that. See about upgrading those as well. The Sovereign's Mantle has this fur line to it. Does cover up my shoulder armor, but we're probably going to swap that out anyway. Oh, and it gives 13 strength, so 100% worth equipping. Let's look at chest armor real quick.
Pray permit me to help you if there is aught.
We'll compare that real quick. What else?
If there is, pray.
Alright. See what this new armor looks like. It might fit what I'm going for a little better, so I might swap to this. Better magic defense. Physical defense a little worse, but we can increase that by upgrading this. And we could also keep it as is. Oh, that replaces the armor anyway, not the clothing.
I must pray permit me to if there is.
Yeah, this is something I'll probably deal with off camera. I don't need to waste time trying to decide what I'm going to wear going forward.
If there is pray.
This oh, if you've the need.
Oh wow, you have to use your healing items for this. Okay. I guess we can do that.
If you've no doubt.
I must pray permit me to help if there is aught. If there is
Alright, let's get our pawn back, trying to equip her. We have some things to read at that obelisk there.
This pawn feels most at ease near a rift.
Alright, since she died, she's also short some experience. This is really cool looking armor. Yeah, I just can't justify the silk tights. The flame skirt doesn't look too bad.
This, if you've the need, if you've no doubt.
The air is heavy.
I pray, pray permit me to help you if there is. If there is aught I can do, say it. Pray permit, pray.
We also got that new ring, but I don't think that she uses... Shoot, she probably needs a new bow.
I must
Well, maybe not yet.
this body.
You know what, we'll hold off on that.
Pray, pray.
We'll be swapping out her... Well, let's go ahead and grab it so I don't forget.
Pray permit me to if there is aught I can.
So, we will run across an enemy that's immune to torpor on our second run of the dungeon. We have not found a lot of bows, have we?
If there is, pray, pray.
This, if you've. If you've no doubt.
Okay, let's go ahead. We have... Oh, nope, let's grab some pawns. All over the place. It's exciting, you know, you beat a big boss like that, you get a bunch of exciting loot. Start looking pretty cool, though I would like different clothing on my legs. The chest piece doesn't look super great, what I have equipped. Yeah, I like that. Alright, start with these, and then we'll grab a sorcerer as well.
Yes, Arisen. Yes, Arisen.
She has Mercedes armor equipped.
Yes, Arisen. Yes, Arisen. I am honored.
I mean, Strider's also a good option, but we'll mix it up and go with the sorcerer this time.
Yes, Arisen. I am honored.
Alright, let's boogie woogie.
This pawn feels most at
By that I
ease.
mean we're gonna go read some stuff. We might even see any combat this episode. Okay, I think this one's new. Record it here in case I should ever forget it again. I am Arisen. It is my duty sworn to bring everlasting peace to my homeland by making an offering of untainted souls, 1,000 human sacrifices, that as of yet I have fallen short of my obligation. I swear again I will honor my promise to the dragon and receive its boon. I will locate and deliver the souls required, even in the depths of this dark place. Had only to listen. What was once only fog is now as a spring day to my eyes. What was once only noise, now a song to my ears. It whispers the answers before I need even ask questions. I must continue the sacrifices. And so come the Arisen to this place, like salmon climbing down a great dark stream. They aid not in life, but in death, the blood fulfilling my promise and my duty. I had only to listen.
To serve her master and be as she commands, to be shaped in her image, that is the part of a pawn. But my master's image is no longer her own. Defeated by the world's steward, she fell into perdition. Having witnessed her fail to achieve her purpose, my breast was filled with regret. Yet amid that darkness, a spark of light too took root. Within my soul, a crude and inchoate mirror to the Arisen's own, new strength emerged. I had awoken to love. I came to notice the changes within me as his tireless ministration saw my shattered memories slowly mend. I came to love him, as my master had before me. Then some years later, fate came on dragon's wings to mark him an Arisen, as his master was before him. Though his heart was lost, he seemed more alive than ever. He burned with new purpose to slay the worm and avenge Grete. I became his pawn of my own will. I too saw in this a new calling, to love him, serve him, and lend him strength, ultimately to become as him. It was a fate I welcomed gladly. Defeat me or speak your wish and offer up a sacrifice. A second time I heard the dragon's bargain spoke. Yet I felt a strange reluctance in its tone, as if the ultimatum were given unwilling. And in that moment, I knew it. The worm we now faced was my former master transformed. The revelation tore him apart. Whichever his choice, the wages were cruel tragedy. A new and dark desire poured forth from his sundered soul. His wish for power to destroy all existence marked me for death. And yet I never blamed him. For as my life was snuffed out, I held firm to my belief. The day would come, I knew, when he, our master, and I myself would find redemption.
I feel like we've heard part of this before, but not the entire thing. I could just be mistaken.
Still a child.
To know the unknown, that was my dream. To walk new frontiers and ancient halls alike, and to see all that this world holds. I was prepared to overcome any obstacle that barred my wandering. And so, when the dragon plucked the heart from my breast, I knew only joy. With new power and ageless life, I was free. I knew no greater treasure than freedom, no higher virtue, and yet, what drove me then to take him with me? What ought have seemed a fetter became my greatest joy, my greatest love. And now, I haven't even the freedom of my own will. I followed the Arisen's path, past the worm into the halls of the world's steward. And there, my path ended. In defeat, I was remade a dragon.
Spoilers.
From the moment I donned a dragon skin, I was controlled by a single driving urge. To serve the Seneschal. This one thought consumed me. Its pull inexorable. It was a hunger, an instinctual need. I burned for one who would defeat me, who would succeed where I had fallen. I craved the new Arisen. It is man's will that animates him. Can a being devoid of will truly be said to live? Am I alive, as I am now? The will that drives this cursed form to seek the Arisen is not my own. My will, my love, and all I am is crushed beneath its weight. Its force does not allow me even the luxury of regret. I am near drunk with it, though I war against it still with every shred of what once I was. In my final act, as a thinking being, I chose him for my destroyer. The question fell from my lips unbidden. What is your choice? Were it his wish, I would welcome death at his hands. Nay, I desired it. But his wavering gave voice to a new wish. That the world, its gods, and he himself be damned. My rule was set, my actions bound. I existed in that moment solely to give his wishes form. And so I did. I answered his desire, his cry of despair. And his love, my former shadow, was the price. My dreams have died unfulfilled, though I have neither the means to change that fact, nor the free will to mourn them. Perhaps what has transpired will serve some greater use. Let it be as a wedge struck into the chains that bind our endless, hollow world, that those to follow may shatter them. I failed in my quest to explore the unknown, but if it serves some use in ending this cruel cycle, I can believe my life held meaning.
In memory of Grete, silent-hearted...
Before we start that one, so Grete's account, there's a couple spoilers for things we haven't encountered yet in the main game. I think they had anticipated that you'd beaten the game before jumping into the expansion, since it came out, what, a year later? So, we'll touch on some of that stuff later.
In memory of Grete, silent-hearted, dragon-forged, with hair of gold and will of tempered steel. You ransomed me from a village burnt to ash, instilled life and fight. Dearest mentor, I commend you now to rest eternal. Your servant, bereft of master and memory, I keep now at my side. She lives on, your mirror in soul and body both, and I will not lose her as we have lost you. This I swear before your empty grave.
We listen to that one as well.
Now choose. Stand against me, or speak your wish. Offer your beloved in forfeit, and I shall see your will done.
Choose? How am I to choose? No matter my answer, the price is death. A hollow choice. Who am I to stand as arbiter of two lives? What would you have me do? You brought me here. If this be the will of the gods, the order of the world, then damn the lot of them! I'll tear the whole of it asunder!
Very well. If that be your wish, I shall claim my price.
Stop! No!
You have been chosen. So saying, the worm prized the heart from my breast. I was made Arisen, known to the dragon, and bound to hunt it. It is a fate I embrace. What use have I for a heart left hollow? In a world without sweet Grete, my mentor, my mother, my beloved. I live only to see the dragon that claimed her slain. I will see its scaly hide stripped from bone by my hands ere I rest.
That's why some of this is familiar. Some of these lines are from when we were wandering Bitter Black Isle, and we saw the ghosts and the voice appeared.
Arisen, bearer of the dragon's mark, undying corpse, enjoined to make your will manifest. If my voice reaches you, heed me well. The Arisen, the Seneschal, the whole cursed world, all is but an illusion. A meaningless refrain, a hollow echo. What sense is there in giving one's life for these falsehoods? I damn them all. And I will not cease in my destruction until the last senseless cycle is broken. The last bond rent to dust.
This pawn is ever concerned for your future, Arisen.
An epitaph, perhaps.
Okay. Let's head on in. I want to turn in these Moonbeam gems before we wrap up the episode. I meant to grab the rancid bait meat that I left behind. I may not quite make it to the Moonbeam Gem doors this time around, unfortunately. Okay, we have to fight through this area, and I do want to re-explore everything.
The moonlight lends this place an otherworldly feel.
The Saurians!
That did not go smoothly as I would have liked. Yeah, plus I have to re-explore everything because there's macabre statues that I definitely missed my first pass through.
With some tie to the world.
Wasn't it these that gave health regen? Or is it another piece of equipment that I didn't put on?
What's that?
Either way, these aren't the gauntlets that I want. I mean, they're good gauntlets, but they are better for a Mystic Knight. There's a Gore Chimera in there, so let's hold off on that for right now. I'm actually going to call the episode here, and the next one we will proceed through Bitter Black Isle once more. So we have a lot to do here. Also a lot to find that I missed in the first pass. I don't know how many of these statues I have. I want to say it's like 15. I may have about half of them. I think there's 30 total. By the way, I'm going to call it here for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.